fake, when it's phony, when it's unauthentic. Many of you listening to me are suffering from anxiety and stress and overwhelm. If you don't love you first, and appreciate you first, and honor the work first, and believe first, nobody else is going to believe. But you've got to get so in love with what you've been called to do, your design, your distinctives, what sets you apart, that you'll do this thing, even if nobody celebrates you, if nobody understands it, if nobody sees it. Will you keep going? If it's just you, will you keep working? And this is all I want to ask you today. Will you keep working? Will you work harder? What it is that you've been called to release or writing or building or creating, here's my truth. You can listen to me or not listen to me. I'm going to release what's inside of me. I'm going to release my brilliance. I'm going to build it. I'm going to create it. Even if nobody understands it, sees it, celebrates it, likes it, shares it, I'm going to release it. I'm going to give it to the world. I don't need to impress you. Are we understanding this? It's a very dangerous thing to be in a place where you are growing, but your life is not. Before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the rising of the sun, there is a night season. And many don't understand that there was a process. There was a pathway. There was a corridor to being chosen. There's a price you have to pay to being crowned. Everybody wants to win. And everybody wants to be applauded and celebrated and honored and crowned. But before you can be crowned, you are going to have to deal with the inevitable. You must be chosen. We love the idea of being chosen because it feeds our ego, the recognition, the spotlight, the applause. It is sweet, but there is a truth you cannot escape. When you are chosen, you're handpicked by God to be separated from the crowd. You will become misunderstood. Being chosen is not always celebration. It is assignment. And when you are assigned, you are anointed to face trial, tribulation, to face fire. Pressure is the love language of destiny. You are chosen to be tested. You are chosen to be betrayed. You are chosen to suffer loss. You are chosen to share a message of hope and transformation. That if God can take you from nothing to something, then he can do anything for anybody. That nothing is impossible. That your mess will become your message. Every man or woman who is crowned is chosen, and they were born for the time they were needed most. Because before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the sun rises, there is a season of night. There will be times where people don't understand me, and it feels like my life is falling apart. But I'm not falling apart. I am being rebuilt. God! I may be in the middle of suffering, but I believe God chose me. I got bills, but God chose me. I got people walking out of my life. It seems like the lights are going out, but God chose me. If you are chosen, and I believe you are, and if you believe you've been destined to be crowned, and I believe your destiny is to be crowned, then I just need you to navigate this crushing with all the faith that you can muster. Being chosen will demand that you step out of comfort and into a deep conviction. It's time to get serious about the calling on your life. There are moments in life that are going to absolutely crush you. And you're going to feel broken under the weight of disappointment, rejection, and failure. And you will ask, why me? Why now? And it will be easy for you to believe that you're being punished. But I want to tell you it's not punishment, it's process. We all know this, but let me tell you again in case you forgot, diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined by fire. Purpose is revealed in seasons of crushing. Only the tree with fruit is shaken. If life is pressing you, if pain is stalking you, if betrayal and loss and famine have visited your door, it means that there is something inside of you the world is trying to extract, that there's a message on your mess. This is not the end of your story. It is the making of your legacy. This is not the end of my story. It was Moses that met God alone on the mountain. It was Jacob that wrestled with destiny alone in the wilderness. It was the Lord Jesus Christ himself that prayed in agony in Gethsemane while his disciples were sleeping. And I know what it feels like for people to sleep on you, for people not to believe in you. And every time a man or woman walks out of your life, God gets closer. You are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt. You may be asking the question, why me, God? Why not you? This is a cocoon before the flight. This is your fire before the gold. This is your cross before the crown. I'm talking to the people that are in the middle of darkness and isolation and uncertainty and doubt, and you are battling fear. And it's as if suddenly people don't understand you. Friends are walking away. Doors are shutting. You look around and it feels like you are alone, but I'm telling you, you are not alone. If you're listening to me and you're going through any type of hardship and you're navigating it and you have not thrown in the towel and it seems as though God's gone silent in your life and it seems as though everything is being stripped from you and you're walking through this, what I like to call divine isolation, you are on the right path. Before destiny manifests, isolation is inevitable. The crushing is the interview room before you walk into greatness. Will you stay when no one is clapping for you? Will you keep going when it seems as though your dreams are running from you? Most will quit. The ones who are crowned are simply the ones who did not quit. It is not punishment. It is the proving ground. Pressure is the love language of destiny. Destiny is heavy, and it will bend your spine if you try to carry it casually. There's a part of you that must die in order to manifest the version of yourself that life and God is demanding. What you see as a setback is a setup for strength, growth, and transformation. Shift your perspective. Stop seeing this as suffering without purpose, but see it as a divine strategy for proving that the hand of God is on your life. The silence is not absence. Silence is a strategy. The teacher is always silent during the test, and right now, you are being tested. God is trying to get your attention. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to endure. Endure! Will you stay when no one is clapping for you? Will you keep going when it seems as though your dreams are running from you? It feels as though your back is up against the wall. You don't know to go left or right. You've lost your job. Maybe you've lost some people. You've lost a mother. You've lost a father, a loved one, the person you thought you would spend the rest of your life with. The crushing is the interview room before you walk into greatness. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but he that endureth to the end. And if you survive the crushing long enough, the next phase is the crowning. This is not the end of my story. The crushing is temporary, but the rewards will be eternal. There's a price you have to pay to being chosen. How is it that we unlock our futures and let go of the trauma and let go of the heartache and the challenges and the mountains and the giants and every disappointment and every failure is it that we are able to walk away from the past? Number one, I'm acknowledging that I've got some challenges in my present and they derive from my past. I'm understanding the trauma effects on my brain and how it changed my behavior. It changed my perspective. I am aware that I am downtrodden and I am battered and broken and weary and tired, and I'm stuck in a place of autopilot where I don't even know what tomorrow looks like. I'm not even free enough to dream about the future because I am so broken from my past. I understand what happened to me and I cannot change it, but I can change how I feel about it. I can choose to forgive. I can choose to let go. I can choose to believe. I can choose to dream. This is a charge to you in this moment to let it go. You gotta let it go. This is more than an invitation to the future. This is a command to leave your past behind. Come on, this is your time to release. This is your time to release, to let it go. And the only way you're going to release is if you forgive them for the things that were done to you. The people who were present for a moment but then left you for dead. The people who bullied you, who hurt you, who caused you to go into a state of depression and anxiety and defeat, who opened up doors to insecurity. I need to acknowledge what happened to me. I need to acknowledge what they did, how they stepped and stomped on the hope that was in me, how they lied, how they let me down, how now I've got diminished expectations, but now I'm gonna release it. If I want to be free in my present and in my future, I gotta let it go. I want this thing off my back and out of my system, purged from my heart. I don't want to think about it anymore. I want the light and the brilliance and the fire of my future. I want the hope of a new beginning. I'm letting this thing go. If you want to be released, then release it now. The present is a gift, and the future is waiting. The question is, will you let go of your past? Stop wasting your precious present moments. When we meditate on the past, when we meditate on what is behind us, it takes up real estate in our present. And if we remain off kilter and fractured and beaten and broken in the present, then we have no future. You're gonna have to normalize not holding a grudge. You're gonna have to normalize not hating people that hurt you. You're going to have to normalize forgiveness. And for many of you listening to me, joy and peace and abundance and the fullness of life is so unknown. It is so uncharted that you are afraid to release. You are afraid to let go. Every moment wasted looking back keeps us from moving forward. But today is the day you decide. Today, I let the past go. Today, I'm moving on. If you want breakthrough, then this must be your moment of release. I need you to concentrate your mind on the power of the present and the brilliance of the future. There are far, far better things ahead than anything we have left behind. Everybody wants new, but don't want to become new. It's time to become new. It's your time. It's your turn to live a life of abundance in the fullness of joy and peace and fire and passion and resilience. This is your time to begin again. I choose to be free. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. And we've got to be okay with entrances and exits. Many of you desire, long for a new beginning, to feel again, to cry tears of joy. The you before you were hurt, the you before you had to grow up too soon, the you before the loss, the you before they left you, the you before they abandoned you. Who were you before you were hurt? What if you could go back to the very moment You were hurt, you were let down, and you can be that person again. And you can grow from that place. If you're listening to me and you're tired of living and you're ready to pull the trigger, I just need you to know that hopelessness and depression is not stronger than the possibility of beginning again. The sufferings from your past and even the present moment is not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in all of us. That revelation is my anchor to the ground. For the sake of your future, your greatest move is to let it go. It is to set your ego and your pride aside. You gotta forgive this person. Because going away and changing your zip code and changing your area code and trying to get a new career and marrying somebody else is not going to take the pain away. Because you are running from you. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta decide, I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. I forgive the people for what they did. This is about dealing with me first and the dream that God has given me and the purpose. When I understand who I am and where I am, I position myself for attraction. This is my opportunity for growth, for expansion. The more I release, the more I can become. And the more I become, the more I can attract. And so this is why I can press toward the mark. I can press toward the future. I can press for it. I can fight for it. I can build again. I can create again. I can believe again. I can forgive one more time. I can let it go. I can evolve. I can grow. Be not overcome by evil.
I don't give a anymore. I'm not afraid of it because I got plenty. And now it's just time for me to say I'm tough because what does not do.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Don't run away from fear. Fear, the devil wants you to run from fear. Because that's when he's winning. You face fear. You never lose when you face it. Trust me, you never lose when you face fear. When you can stop being afraid of fear, the devil's going to take on somebody else.
You have to have no fear. You have to have no fear. You have to believe in who you are and what you do, and just go fucking get it.
Fear is my friend. I love fear. Fear allows me to reach my highest potential. The fear of failing is an illusion. Fear is an illusion, but we have to have desire. We have to have something that pushes us. Fear pushes us.
I don't give a what you think about me. I'm going to say what I think. I'm going to say what I'm observing, and you can call me any motherfucking name in the book. See, the best thing that's happened to me over the last 3 years is that I have become highly conditioned to being called names. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I have no fear. I don't give a what you think, which gives me the freedom to say whatever I want to say. If we could all get to that point, things will change in this country. They use the fear of social rejection and social outcasting and mob mentality to keep us from speaking the truth, because when we speak the truth and we say, I don't give a what you call me, they lose all their power.
It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that.
There's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him, and that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there and stay children forever.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions, make the sacrifices, make the unpopular decisions, and become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, full responsibility to change.
This is kind of part of being a man. It's like, you kind of got to fuck it all up a little bit.
I think so.
I think part of learning is dying. I think part of learning is you got to die a little bit. Because what is learning? Learning is me giving up on my old shit, my old ideas. Those ideas have to die for me to be open to some new shit. And so me learning how to be a better man, I had to die a little bit.
A knight in shining armor isn't going to ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you. And all this time, you point your finger and you say, I can't do that because I was born here. Or I can't do that because I have this issue. Or I can't do that because they made fun of me. And you know what's going to happen? Nothing. You're going to get more of the same. You're going to get laughed at more. You're going to be ashamed more. You're going to be frustrated more. And you're going to really regret at the end of your life that you put off taking responsibility for yourself and building yourself into what could be. And when we look around at the world and we look at all the problems and we look at all the chaos, we have to take responsibility for ourselves for creating it. You're not living the best life that you want to live. You're not the person you want to be. You're not the person that 8-year-old you wanted to be. And I bet you're not even taking steps to become that person, are you? And that's what's wrong with the world. That's what's wrong with this country. We have a bunch of people that want to point fingers and defer responsibility off to anything and everything except the one thing that can change their entire lives.
The dumb shit that I've done or the bad mistakes that I've made, they've taught me. You know, you learn. Like, that's why failure is so important. Like, failing and fucking up and making mistakes, it's very important. That's how you learn. That's how the bad feeling that you get from something that you shouldn't have done or wish you didn't do or wish you did better. Like, especially failing at something where you half-assed it and you feel like a loser.
You have a project that's due at work that you don't feel like working on right now. Doesn't matter that you don't feel like working on it right now. You impose discipline on the situation and you do what you're supposed to do. You have a exercise, you need to work out this morning, you haven't worked out yet, you wake up in the morning, you need to go work out, you don't feel like working out, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you don't feel like working out, it doesn't matter. It's not part of the calculation. Discipline overrides that. Discipline trumps your feelings. And that is what you need to apply as a person, as a normal human being, no matter what you're doing in your life. You need to let discipline be your guide, not how you feel. That's what we need to do. And if you do that, you're gonna end up with freedom. You're gonna end up with freedom across the board. Discipline equals freedom. That's what I have been saying for a long time. It is 100% factually true. If you allow your feelings to dictate what you do, you will end up being a slave to your feelings at a minimum. But if you utilize discipline in your life, you will end up with the ultimate freedom in everything that you do.
Through discipline, through self-discipline, through repetition, through tons of repetition of the same thing that you don't want to do, that's the key thing. Through repetition of things you don't want to do, you develop mental, like an armor for your mind. Start to armor your mind. Your mind's like, okay.
We're gonna have successes, we're gonna have failures. We're gonna have good nights, we're gonna have bad nights. We're gonna have good relationships, we're gonna have bad relationships. We're gonna have good ideas and bad ideas. We're gonna make money, we're gonna lose money. All these things are gonna happen. So if you lack the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you will end up being a slave to disease. If you lack the discipline to work hard, save your money, you will end up a slave to finances. If you lack the discipline to manage your time correctly, you will end up with no free time. If you have self-discipline, if you have the discipline to save your money and work hard and invest your money properly, if you have the discipline to manage your time correctly and not waste a bunch of time, if you have the discipline to exercise and eat healthy,
yo, why?
I know it's counterintuitive, it's contrarian, but I've seen this over and over and over again. If you want freedom in your life, you have to have discipline. Go do some push-ups. Go spend $12 in hardware bar in your room. And start doing pull-ups. And if you can't do one pull-up, hang on that bar.
We suffer every day. We do stuff that sucks. So then when suck stuff comes, you're ready for it. And that's how I started coming up. I just started being very uncomfortable. Now it's like just a way of life.
Lazy people do a little work and think they can win, but winners work hard as possible and still worry that they're being lazy.
You did this to me, you made me this way, and I'm gonna fix it. And I'm gonna fix it by controlling all the things I can control. I'm gonna control what I eat. I'm gonna control what I drink. I'm gonna control how I move. I'm gonna control how I treat people and who I surround myself with. And if you control those things, you are now in the driver's seat to create what it is you've always known that you were here to create.
What's stopping? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you? You.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity party. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity parties and your pity parade. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7-star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me, because I worked my ass off to get it. Nobody handed me nothing. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up. They're fabricated. They're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. The truth is, you have time. You have the skill. You have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
Everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill this worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my God, it just was so simple. It's always going to be.
You can come up with reasons, or you can come up with results. You can come up with excuses, or you can come up with achievements. You can go through life blaming, or you can come up with solutions. The choice is in your hands. Satisfaction or despair. You can choose that.
Better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here.
Now, when I wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning, your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do now.
My new norm is you get every fucking morning at 4 o'clock, you suffer. That became my new fucking life. Most people want to get out. I said, no, motherfucker, this is your new life. This is who you are. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how minuscule movement is, but make movement. Move forward and do that every single day, no matter what. Get closer to your 5-year plan or your 3-year plan or your 7-year plan or any plan that you've got, unless you do now and start getting after it.
You trying to get to the next level, you just interested. You kidding yourself. Forget about it. If you want to get to the next level, if you want to eat it, if you want to live it, if you want to do it, if you want to do it, stop talking about it and give me food to live it. You can be the person who says, this is going to fucking work no matter what happens, no matter how frustrated I get, no matter how angry I get, no matter what, I'm fucking doing this.
If you're committed, you'll start today to let go of your stories, your excuses, your reasons why you can and why you don't. You'll upgrade your knowledge, you'll upgrade your skills. You'll come in every single day and figure out how you can achieve those goals.
It's about executing regardless of your emotions. These test days, they test your fortitude, your endurance, your discipline, your grit, your dedication, your determination, your mental toughness at the very moment when everything in you wants to do absolutely nothing. You gotta get the job done. Stop having dialogue with your emotions. Stop negotiating with your feelings and start to act. That's where people separate themselves from the pack. That's where people earn the right to success. They earn the money. They earn the life. They earn the relationship. They earn the body in those little moments where they don't want to do what they need to do, but move forward regardless of how they feel. That's when champions know, champions understand, and champions fucking thrive.
do about the negative guy that's trying to bring you down? It's quite simple. Ignore and outwork every while you're watching me and talking about me, I'm working hard. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking smack and I'll keep working. You keep focusing on everything and everyone else and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about. You lose, I will win.
The best revenge is massive success. I'll show you. You want to kill your hater? You want to shut him down? You want to kill the door? Doesn't mean nothing to you. Who cares what they say? Dominant. Who cares what they say? Dominant. When you decide acting in your best, you're going to lose some friends. Everybody's not going to approve of you. There's some people that won't like you. Who do you think you are? You're arrogant. What do you think you can do? You're selfish. When you hang around average people, all they're going to do is tell you what they can do, and that's okay. That they can't do it, but that has absolutely nothing to do with us. We can do whatever we believe we can do, and we don't need anybody's permission to do it but ours. Stand up for your dreams. Stand up for what you want in your life. You've got to talk to yourself day in and day out. You've got to say, yes, I can make it. The last chapter to my life has not been written yet. If you judge me now, you'll judge me prematurely. I haven't exposed all my stuff yet. I'm still in the process of transforming my life. I'm still in the process of becoming. Yes! Yes! It's your dream! Nobody's gonna see it like you do it. It's your dream! Nobody's gonna feel it like you feel it. It's your dream! Nobody's gonna be as dedicated to it as you are. It's your dream, and they don't have to understand. And they don't have to like it. And they don't have to do it. It doesn't make a difference. It's your dream. And you, my friend, have been given the task to make it happen. And you can't let anything stop you from doing what you were called to do. I am great, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I am phenomenal, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I am going to do great things, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I was created to do great things, and I will no longer ask others for their permission. Kill the noise and dominate your space. I dare you to believe in yourself so much so that you don't need the affirmations of others. I dare you to believe in your uniqueness. I dare you to believe in you. I dare you to stand up for yourself. I dare you to dominate your space, your world, and to leave a legacy. It doesn't matter how many times I fail. I'm courageously pursue it. I don't care what people say. I don't care what they think. This is something that I want that gives my life meaning and value. You gotta work through it. You gonna get up, you gonna get dressed, you gonna get out, and you gonna do what you've been called to do. You gonna be what you called to be. You gonna have, and you gonna prove to everybody that's trying to break you, everybody that's trying to stop you, everybody that's trying to kill your dream. You gonna prove all of them wrong. It is your duty, it is your obligation, and your responsibility.
A personal passion always stands out. The world is so full of average. But once you have passion, a sense of energy in your life, it distinguishes you. When you're passionate about something, it isn't reasonable, but you do it anyway. Passion will take you where nothing else will ever take you. It'll give you that desire, it'll help you to stand out.
You gotta love it. It's gotta be what you are supposed to do. You wanna sing, and even though they want to invite you to Carnegie Hall, you're gonna sing to anybody that listens to you, including singing to yourself. You gotta write, even if no one published your book, write, because that was given to you to do. You do what it is you're supposed to do. You're supposed to build something, you're supposed to create something. I don't know how to do it. Learn. Do whatever's required. If you were on you gotta make that happen. Nobody's gonna bring it to you on a silver platter and say, here's your dream manifested. No, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. It's difficult. Yes, right? And it's worth it. Sometimes life will take you to your knees. Sometimes you have to cry. Sometimes it will hurt deep inside. In time of adversity, you don't have an obstacle to deal with. You have a choice. You can suffer, or you can choose to do whatever you need to do to live Celebrate yourself. Whatever you need to do to reinvent yourself, whatever you need to do, overcome whatever you are stuck in right now. It does not have to be your residency.
Keep standing. No matter how rough the sea, you keep standing. But you don't give up. You keep standing.
If you're not bold, if you're not standing up inside yourself, if you're not willing to call into being the highest and the strongest that's within you when you're facing life's challenges, life will trample you. But see, when you discover the truth of this goodness, this power that you have within you, that truth will set you free from ever being a victim in life. That truth will enable you to handle things at a level of equanimity that will surprise you. Getting unstuck means that you are going to start living life on your terms, rather than just gliding through every day on automatic. That you have a special power within, that you know that things are going to get better for you. You know that you can handle this, and because you want some different kind of results in your life, you've got to decide that I'm going to go all out.
We decide which moments define us. Will it be the moment you get knocked down? Or will it be the moment you get back up? This is when we show the world what we're made of.
Listen to me, you can't give up. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But if life's got you down, I need you to get up and prove them wrong.
To keep moving forward the same exact path that you just failed. People who operate in darkness, they are relentless. They never stop. And we have to make it our full-time job to fight back. You got to put your foot down. You got to have an attitude. You got to get fired up.
You gotta get up, look at the man in the mirror, and go, this is what I'm doing today, whether they like it or not. I don't give a fuck. Everybody's focusing on the stupidity things that they got on the news. Don't watch the news no more. I give you the real news. You know what the news is about today?
And don't be disturbed because no one else can see it. That's not unusual. You've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside.
You need to change on how you look at those people, what they say to you. You got to start arming your mind. Start preparing yourself for what's out here in life. Build confidence. Build self-esteem. So people start to you, it doesn't There's power in your person. If you're a victim of any kind, make sure you use that to become successful. It's about going that extra step when you fucking can. That's what builds self-respect, self-esteem, self-discipline, all those things. Learn to not let life hijack your brain. Don't allow all these things to make you a lesser person. You must own your mind. Don't let life own yours. Everybody has a defining moment. Whatever your defining moment is, own it. And say to yourself, after today, I will do whatever it takes to become everything I can become.
Raise the bar on yourself. Challenge yourself. Expect things to be great for you because you're going to show up differently. Fight like a warrior and die a legend.
Don't just plan. Don't just mark your calendar. Don't just get moving. Don't just talk. Don't just think. Don't just do. No. The only thing that matters is that you actually...
Please tell yourself you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
At some point, everything's gonna go south, honey. Everything's gonna go south. You're gonna say, this is it. This is how I am. Now you can either accept that, or you just work. That's all it is. You just begin. You solve one problem, and you solve the next one.
Whatever drama you make, this is not the end of you. No matter what it is, it is not. And the only way out is through.
I hope you know that our world wants to put some labels on you. Our world wants to try and tell you who you are, but you can't listen to the world. You can't have a faith that is dictated by the world. You gotta have faith that dictates this world. The enemy's gonna try to label you. You're a loser. You're a failure. Your past is too big. But you better know who
about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, you want to get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not point the finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
You need to hear this loud and clear. You need to get this in your spirit. I don't know what you're walking through, but some of you right now, you are in a tough season. An event has happened, and something's happened, and maybe you have failed. But I want to remind you that failure is not final, it's formative. It is part of the process. It's part of the journey. Your failure matters as much as your success. How do you think you're going to grow if you don't ever fail? Yet some of you have failed, and you have decided, well, guess what? I'm a failure. No, failure is an event. It is never a person. Just because you failed doesn't mean that you're a failure. In fact, failure is actually fuel for your future. You have to fail in order to succeed. The darker the night, the brighter the morning. This too shall pass. You're going to get through this. So don't stress out about it, and don't sit there and turn around and go back home. Don't back down from the pressure. Get back up. Don't quit. Keep the faith. Move forward. Never give up.
You are not a victim, so stop talking like it. Stop acting like it. It's your trial. It's your tribulation that's going to get you out your comfort zone. It's your trial. It's your tribulation that's going to take you to the next level. So it ain't no shame in thinking about it. It ain't no shame. It ain't no shame in getting tired. It's no shame in feeling burnt out. It's no shame. But the trick is, say to yourself, I gotta rethink it and get this thought out of my mind. Why? Because the shame isn't quitting. So if you thought about it, ain't nothing wrong with that. But whatever you do, don't let that thought become a reality.
See, the fight's not over if you've been knocked down. It's only over if you quit. If you make the decision to get up one more time, I'm telling you, you will win the fight.
You can't count the cost. When you want something bad, you can't count the cost. Because when you count the cost and you see how much it costs, you might quit. You might give up. So you gotta go in knowing that I don't count the cost. I do as many push-ups as it takes, as many sit-ups as it takes, as many reps as it takes. I study as long as it takes. I pay whatever the price is. Why? Because if I start counting the cost, I might quit. I might give up. I might surrender. Don't count the cost. You don't count the cost on this one. You don't count how many breaths you take. You don't count it. You get to a point when you don't count it. You just do whatever it takes to get whatever you want.
You're going through a tough time. Maybe you're walking through real depression. Maybe you are in a valley today that you've experienced the worst failure of your life and you are on the verge of giving up. Maybe you're here today and your marriage is on the rocks. Maybe you're here today and you're dealing with anxiety on a daily basis.
You know what it's like to be in a lonely, dark place. You know what it's like to want to quit. You know what it's like when the pressure's overwhelming. People expect your best, but you're at your worst.
That is a moment of choice. That is a moment of decision.
What will your response be? Maybe sit back and step up. It's in your adversity. The thing that comes out of you is what defines you. When life is squeezing you and pressure is on you, what's really inside of you?
When life knocks on the door, when you go through some stuff, when you get a bad diagnosis, that's when you have to pull on your faith. That's when you have to be resilient.
If it feels kind of dark all around you right now, I want to remind you, it is always the darkest before dawn. And dawn is coming.
You've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back. You can decide that you're going to stand up to life. You must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You've got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. And not to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. But you've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. If people ask you, say, how you doing? Even if you're having some difficult times, say, I'm blessed and highly favored. Because anytime you wake up and you don't have a white chalk outline around your body, it's a great day. And so I say to you, it's possible you can live your dream if it's becoming a diamond, if it's having more, if it's achieving more, if it's being a better father, being a better mother, whatever it is, overcoming addiction, changing our society. It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have a plan of action, that you're resilient, that you stick to, and you work with the system, that you work with people, that you give support, and that you be there for them, that you have the vision and never give it up, that you become creative and relentless and keep on coming back again and again and again, and that it's you that you got to take personal responsibility to make it happen, and that it's hard, easy is not an option, and when life knocks you down, jump back up and say, it's not over until I win.
What you're feeling, that emotion will not stay. So never make a permanent decision based on a temporary emotion. Don't believe everything you think. You see, we naturally feel that if we think something, it's got to be true because it comes from within us. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
And it's not the end until you pick it up. And just the fact that you're here should be
Don't you give up on your dream. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much. But don't you quit. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you don't talk like look at you talking. It takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left to say I've been through, and all my sisters have been through, and all my parents have been through. I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dreams. Do you have the courage?
You don't even know how creative you are until you run out of options. You don't know how innovative you are until you feel like your back is up against the wall. I am excited about your future because your darkness is about to be your development. Everybody can smile when the sun shines. Everybody can do right when everything is going right. Everybody can do that. But everybody can't face opposition and adversity and challenges and say, I've been waiting on you to come and embrace you, and I'm going to figure out a way to use you because you will never make me a person that people don't recognize before the adversity. That's me in my mind before the battle even happened. Because I know aim for the stars and not get them than to not aim at all. I would rather go after it and not get it than not go after it at all. I'd rather try and fail than not try at all. I don't want to live without fail. What would have happened had I done more with my life? I'm gonna go for it, come hell or high water. I'm going after my destiny. I'm going to make a commitment, and no matter what happens, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it done. That's the will. That's the most important part. Like you're seeing people like in the midst of opposition, they're like, that's what I'm trying to do. I've been waiting on the opposition. When you think, this is why I signed up to do it. I was waiting on it. So I just see what I'm made out of. I just need you to keep moving. I need you to make up in your mind that the only way you can lose is if you quit. I just need you to keep going. So you don't have the will to get through all the stuff that you have to get through to get to the other side. The will. You are strong enough to climb any mountain. You are strong enough to get through any test. You have a will that was given to you at birth. I need you to exercise it.
If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
You might be smarter than me. You might be all of those things. You got it on me in 9 categories. But if we get on the treadmill together, there's 2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die.
It's really that simple. I don't have that natural beauty or that natural talent or this gift for creativity or intellect or humor. I don't have any of those things. But what I got is I will outwork you. When it's 45 on the treadmill, I do 46. When it's supposed to be 20 phone calls, I make 21. When it's supposed to be an 8-hour workday, I work 9. Whatever it is, I always do one more. And what that does is it makes me eventually think I'm doing things other people aren't willing to do, so I should get things other people aren't going to get.
You have to understand, it's not about where you were going. It's not about where you were getting, where you started, and even where you're going. It is entirely about what you plant at the center of your soul. How hard you're willing to go after something. How much focus you're willing to put in your life. And how often you come back to that level of intensity for who you want to be. You have to make a decision that nobody in your position will outwork you. Some people work faster, swim better, but mentality is mentality. You're not going to outwork you. So I'm going to catch up somewhere. If you are not that talented, you can beat them with time. You can get to the spot before they get to the spot. Get your butt up and get there. You got to kill. What's going to separate you from everybody else? I do things to separate myself from everybody else. The passion that I have, the grind that I have when I do what I do. I got a different motor. I got a different grind. I'm always that's the only thing I can ever say a solid day's work. If you guys do not do that, I promise you, your life will haunt you for the rest of your days. From today on, you play whatever your best game is, you play that level every single time. It doesn't mean you're going to score every time, but you can always give 120% effort. You can't dictate what kind of game you're going to have. You can't dictate how your body is going to respond to the round, but you can dictate your effort. Your dream comes when you push. Ain't nobody gonna give you no cookies and ice cream. Push. It's alive. It's inside. How do you know you feel it? You dream about it. You eat and sleep it every day. So push. Just push past the break. Push. Don't quit. Push. You push your way to success. You have a chance to control your destiny. All of us are created equal. Some of us just work hard. Some of us just grind. Some of us don't make excuses. Some of us don't give up and give in. But we do it the pressures. We say, I gotta take it. I gotta take it whatever. You get a breakthrough when you fight. That's the hardest part. Because the breakthrough that lasts 10% is all mental toughness. It's time to unlearn to the and the people that have risen to that level were no different than any one of us. It's just they believed it, and they were willing to work their keen ass off to get it. It wasn't about the potential. It wasn't about the genetics. It was about the perseverance. And it was about being the hardest fucking worker in the world.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is the biggest. You can't be the fastest because that's a cheater. You can't be the smartest. He's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? That's mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed, you're not being prodded, you're not giving a reward, what happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing anymore? You stop running. What happens when you're a lion? When you're a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunt. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see gazelles run. There's food they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. To catch it, it's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle
And you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another. If you gonna do what you say you gonna do, be what you say you gonna be, you gonna have to lie in the out. You a gazelle, you gonna come up short. You a gazelle, you gonna have an average experience. You a lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You trying to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode. Nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode. Nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you. I got to stay hungry. I'm trying to keep it humble. I walk around, I don't even want people to know who I am. Why? Because I still want to have that dog. I still need to stay hungry. And when you got pride, it gets in the way of you being hungry. And you need that hunger. But y'all ain't got no doggone motor. You get tired quick. You do a couple hours, you tired. Man, you gotta have that dog. You gotta take that personal. Every single year, your appetite should go up. You should never get settled. You should never get content. Every single year, I want to be successful. I want to execute. I want to make all my dreams become a reality. So my appetite increases and gets stronger every year. I want more. I want to do more. I want to help more. Every year, I want to be stronger. I want to be better. I want to be stronger every single year. All men are created equal. Some work harder. Some get up at 2 in the morning. Some of us just cry. Some of us don't make excuses. Some of us don't surrender. Some of us don't give up and give in. What we do with the pressure is we say, I gotta take it, and I gotta take it to another level.
True champions get hungrier every time they win. They don't reach a peak. They don't reach a pinnacle. Winners dominate losers. Losers dominate winners. And your mentality on this earth should be that you want to dominate winners. Legends feel fulfilled because they do what they have to do to be the best there ever was at whatever it is that you do. Just winning is not enough. You're not maximizing your potential. You're not becoming who the fuck you could become. But dominating people who are winning, that's something that will leave your fucking legacy.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how far-fetched it might appear to be. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. But here's what I know. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. In the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now.
Most people think they're disqualified for becoming mega successful. They think they're past disqualified. Their mistakes, their seven. You don't know, man. I've had a divorce. You don't know I failed in this other business. You don't know. In the last real estate market, I lost it all. You don't know what I'm addicted to. You don't know my mistakes. You don't know my weaknesses. You don't know what I'm not good at. You don't know I've always been average and ordinary. I've always been invisible, and so that's disqualified for being successful. So what you do regularly is you disqualify yourself. What I'm saying to you, what if the truth was that your greatest mistakes are the very things that do qualify you? What if that's the case?
What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
You can survive temporary pain. On the other side of temporary pain, you will meet another version of you. Which, by the way, all pain is temporary. The only thing permanent is our soul. Even our bodies are temporary. So all pain, no matter